Hey there, welcome back. This is Crystal Thompson for Unity Stamp Company. Today we have the newest collaboration with Unity and ThermoWeb. We are doing this really cool snowflake card and using some very basic supplies. We're going to go through the whole process, so let me show you how we're going to make this. We're using the newest release of Glimmering Greeting. This is from Unity. It's an awesome stamp set with lots of fun sentiments. We're going to use the newest card fronts, of course, is Unity and Deco Foil branded toner cards, and this is snowflakes using a blue foil. So as I said, we're going to do a full process card and we're going to show you what we've got going on. So we have that card front ready to go, and I have my blue foil ready to go as well. I like to pre-cut, and be sure to use some really sharp scissors. I like to only use the foil that I'm going to use on the card. So as you can see, we're not going to fully do the laminating of the full card. We're only going to do about 3/4 of the left side of this card, and we're going to run it through the mini mink and let it come through. It only takes a couple seconds to have this come through, and I have my laminator ready to go. If you're wondering where to get some laminators, Amazon, your favorite retailer, your favorite office supply stores. And I got mine at a wholesale discount store a couple years ago. So there's many options, and you don't have to get a foiler. It just has to be a laminator. So we are running that through our protective sleeve. As you can see, I'm going to pull it out. I'm going to let it cool just a minute. It is hot. Once it has cooled off, we're going to remove the foil. So as you can see, the blue is side up. And when I remove that, look how cool it has transferred over. This would be even a cool piece of foil to use for a further card. I have a piece of white cardstock, 4 1/4 by 5, 4 1/4, 5 1/2, and then cut that in half as well. And this is going to be used on the edge of the card. I have some blue ink that we're going to be using along with the Let It Snow sentiment from that Glimmering Greetings stamp set. We're going to set that down, and I'm just letting it sit for just a couple minutes to let that cardstock absorb the color. You could even do some blue heat embossing or gold heat embossing. I wanted to keep it nice and simple and allow the foiling of the card to be really the masterpiece and the center point of the whole thing. I'm going to add some adhesive to the back. And the reason why is this is going to serve as our foiling point again. So we're going to use some of this foil that I mentioned earlier. So I like to use every little scrap. It's so beautiful, and I want to be sure that I don't ruin it. And I got my adhesive a bit too close to the edge. I'm having to fold it over just a sec and then bring it back. Once that I have adhered that piece of cardstock to the foil, I'm going to turn it around, crop it, and then begin our ink blending and putting our card together. So once that edge of the foil has been cut, we are going to flip this around and add some adhesive to it. And I decided to use a little bit of foam adhesive just to raise it and give it some dimension. And the whole foil on foil works out really nicely. Then you have that beautiful clean edge on the side. And as you can see, that is why we only foiled half of that card. So once that has been pressed down, be sure that you don't have inky fingers whatsoever because you want it to stay nice and clean. Now I'm going to begin my ink blending, and I know that it seems counterintuitive to do the ink blending at the end, but I didn't want to get my card inky, and I wanted to get those blends to kind of fade in and out. So we're going to begin with that bottom part and then blending up to the top, and then coming in onto that other white cardstock and blending from the top, bringing that color to the bottom. And so it's going to create this gradient, this ombre look, and then both of those gradients are kind of going to meet in the middle, and it's going to make the card look really nice and really finished. And again, you can do this prior to sticking the whole thing together. I just know that I am a terrible inky finger person, and I didn't want to ruin my clean and simple card that we got going on. Last but not least, I added some nouveau embellishments all over the place, and that finished the card. And guys, that does it for me. Thank you so much for joining me. Be sure to smash the subscribe button. Let me know your thoughts. All the products are listed below, and all of this you can grab on the Unity Stamp Company store. We'll see you guys later.